Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make a digital storybook using Canva. So you first start by opening your Canva app. So I saw this tutorial on YouTube, which I'm going to be giving a try. Yeah. So don't mind it, it's taking time to open, but here it is. So after opening your Canva app, you're going to go direct to your templates and you're going to search the video. So once you open the videos, you'll scroll where you see here an arrow, you'll search the video landscape. And that's what you're going to select. That's what you're going to use to make our digital storybook. So you're going to open it and here is how it looks. So for the video landscape, it's usually better for YouTube videos. Yeah. And since this is a tutorial I'm going to post on my YouTube channel, I decided to go for this size. Yeah. Anytime you open up a design, it usually takes you to the design templates where you can either choose the design you want to edit and make your own. But for today, we're going to create our own. We're not going to be using anyone's design. So you'll go to the search elements and you're going to search for the ocean background. And you'll see where there's the graphics, the videos, the photos. If you want to use the graphics, you can select the see all and this is what you're going to see. So I was looking for one, but I didn't seem to find the one that I would love. So I decided to search for one in Pinterest. So I decided to go to Pinterest and that's me opening up the Pinterest app. And then I searched the ocean background. Don't mind me, I had already searched for it before. But here you're going to search for the ocean background so that you can use it on your Canva design. So here are some of the examples you can see, but the one I'm looking for today is the underwater background because I'm dealing with animals that are underwater, not animals that are on the surface for this storyline. So here it is. There's an example there that I have selected. This is how it's supposed to look like. So I'm going to search for one that's giving underwater vibes until I find the one that I love, and then I download it. So after downloading my image, I go back to Canva where I'm going to use it for my design. Yes. So once you're back in Canva, you're going to open your gallery and then you're going to select the image that you downloaded from Pinterest. That's the one I decided to use. And so here it is. After selecting it, I put it as a background and that's how it looks like. You can size it the way you want it, adjust the size in a manner that it's giving. You can choose, if it's not the one you want, you can choose a couple and try them out until you find the one that fits your design perfectly, the one that's giving that storyline you want. So that's me looking for it and I found it. So I go back to the elements. You're going to go back to the elements and you're going to search for moving turtle. Yes. For the moving turtle, this is to give life to the story. You don't want still images because it's not going to be that interesting. So here is a moving turtle. I select it and then I'm going to flip it horizontally so that it can face the other side. And then I'm going to resize it so that it can fit well and look realistic, so that the design cannot be screaming and proportional, Yeah. After resizing it, we are going to place it where we want it to be. So you're going to move it around till you find the right place for it and then you're going to leave it there. Make sure you place it at the right place where it's it's leaving space for other elements. So we are going to go back and search for moving reef. Moving reef is to give the ocean that vibe. So you're going to look for one and here is what you're going to select. I selected a couple so that I can place them like in different places so that they can look like it's a real video. So here it is. You resize them and then you adjust them and place them into the right positions the way you want them to be. That's how I place them. And then I'm going back to the magic recommendations. For the recommendations, they are going to give me a couple of animals. So I chose the crab, I chose the fish. And then I'm going to start by resizing them and placing them in the right position. So for the fish, I resized it and then I thought, let me just flip it over. You're going to flip it over and to give it that not overcrowded look. So I placed it where it's supposed to be, went back to the magic recommendations, picked a couple of more moving animals and placed them in the right places after adjusting them so that you can get that energy that's screaming sea underwater, so yeah, that's me playing around with the elements and placing them in the right places, and you make sure that it's not going to block the turtle. You're then going to select the turtle, and down there you're going to scroll and choose animate. After choosing animate, you're going to see the all custom general. You're going to choose the custom and then you select the create an animation. For the turtle, you're going to directly use the turtle itself to create a movement, so you're going to drag the element around your canvas to create an animation the way I'm doing it. So this is how I'm going to make my turtle move in all the yeah. So after that, you're going to go to the movement styles and you're going to choose steady. This is to give it an illusion that it's moving well. So after that, you can choose to add on effects, like you can choose to add flicker, rotate. I'm just playing around with them to show you how you can do it, but it's not giving, so I'm going to remove the animations, the effects, and leave it as it is without any added effects. And so it's going to be steady, and you're going to select done, and that's it. You can adjust the speed to your liking, but I'm going to leave it as it is for mine. Yeah, so that's how you do it, like create an animation. Now you see the way it's moving, you can see the other animals are on the way. So what you're going to do is resize them and make them a bit small, and then you're going to move them to different places so that they can create like space for the moving turtle. Yes, and normally a turtle is bigger than the fish, the crabs, and everything. So you're going to make the other animals a bit smaller than the turtle. So you're going to resize all of them and find a better place for them where, as the turtle moves, it's not going to be blocked by the other animals. Yes, so after resizing it, I'm going to play it so you can see how it is. Now here it is. You see, right now it's better than the first time before we resized everything. Yeah, so here you can see my turtle moving around. Now the next thing you're going to do is play around with the other animals. You can resize them to your liking. You can move them around a couple of times as you wish until you get that perfect shot that you want. Yes, so now we are going to add text. So you're going to select the text and add a heading. So I'm going to use the heading to give like the storybook effect. I'm going to type Abel. Swimming Abel. Yes. That's what I'm going to be naming the first slide of my storybook. So you're going to type Swimming Abel. I seem to have forgotten to put the G, but at least you get the concept. So you're going to change the color of the font, the color of the wordings to white. Yes, to white so that it can be visible and clear. And then that's how it looks. But we don't want it like there. So we are going to move it around up, going to take it up a bit, and then you're going to reduce the font size or add it, or we're going to add it. So we're going to add it so that it can be visible and look like you focus more on the word, and then you're going to adjust it and place it in the middle of the page but below a bit. Yes, do not hide the fish. And that's how it looks now. So I'm going to play around with it until I get the perfect spot for the words. Yeah, so after that, I'm going to show you how it looks, and there it is, how it looks. You see, it's giving storybook now. So we're going to go to the next step. The next step, we want to add another slide. So for this, what you're going to do is you're going to select the plus button over there. You're going to, you see it's giving you media or blank. So we're going to select blank. After selecting blank, you're going to go back and duplicate the image in your first slide. You're going to select your first slide, you select the three dots, and then you press on duplicate. Yes. So after duplicate, you're going to get the similar background to the first slide, but you don't want to use like one background for both stories. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to select a couple of animals and I'm going to group them as you can see me doing, and then I copy them to the clipboard. I move to the second slide. After moving to the second slide, I'm going to select the three dots and select paste, and there you have them. You have the all of the similar, you have like a duplicate of the first slide, but you're going to change a few things. We'll first remove the background. I deleted it. You select the slide and then you delete the background. So we're going to go back to the elements, and in the elements you have two options. You can search the see background if you want to, but you can also use your Pinterest to search. Oh, I meant ocean background. To search for the image you want. And since I remember I didn't get what I was looking for in the graphic section, I decided to go for the ones I had downloaded earlier. So for me, I'm going to move from the elements and I'm going to head to gallery, where I'll head to the pin section, where in my pin section you get to find all the downloaded images from Pinterest. So here I'm going to choose one of them of the images I downloaded. So I selected the one I have there on the screen, and it's going to be to replace the background, which is clear at the moment, and that's how it's gonna look once you're done with uploading the new background. Now I'm going to play it so you can see how it is. The first slide is a bit glitchy, but I'll show you the whole thing later on. So this is the second slide and how it goes. It looks like it's swimming from slide 1. So next you're going to select your second slide, then choose the three dots. After choosing the three dots, you're going to select the background. It's going to show you the grouped animals. You're going to ungroup them. So after ungrouping them, what we want to do is change the animals in the second slide. We don't want to use the same animals that we used as in the first slide. Yes, so we are going to start by deleting them one by one, and the only thing that you're going to leave behind is the turtle. Oops, I deleted it by mistake, but then I'm going to return it. You're going to keep the turtle and the letters, the words I mean, sorry. So you're going to duplicate the fish because they have to be there to give them the ocean background vibe. You're going to include the fish. So I'm going to duplicate them and arrange them accordingly so that they are not overcrowded in one place. Yes, so when you're doing this, you want to put one fish behind the word swimming able, which you're going to change the word to. Yes, so I'm going to edit it. I'm going to edit the swimming able to something else so that you can transition from giving to from swimming able to something else. It seems like it's giving a story, but that I'm going to do later on. First, I want to arrange the fish in a manner that it's not overcrowded in one place. It looks like they are swimming from into one place or different directions. Yeah, so I did duplicate a couple, which I'm going to later on in the video you're going to see. I'm going to delete some because yeah, it wasn't looking that nice. Yeah, so here what we are doing is we are trying to see which fish we are going to remove like from this story, because as you can tell it's so crowded up there. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to select a couple and delete them. We don't want to give like a whole overcrowded thing or look like we're doing too much with this video because of the other elements included. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna select one fish, you're gonna scroll to the three dots, you select it, and then once you do that, you're going to select multiple, where you're going to choose a couple of fish. Here what you're seeing is me like playing around with them, trying to figure out what to delete and what not to delete. So you're going to do that a couple of times till you can find that you found the one that you want to remove, considering the spaces they give each other separately. Yeah, so I'm gonna choose the final one. This is me selecting 1 2 3. This is what I'm going to remove, and then you're going to press delete. So after that, you're going to remain with 4 fish there. Our next step, we are going to go back to the elements and we're going to search for moving sea elements. So this is me searching for moving sea elements. You're gonna search the graphic ones. You're gonna select see all to see what the results are. But once you scroll down, I came to realize that I can't find any moving sea animals. And it's not like an easy thing to do it on Canva free. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, which is a hack I actually came to realize I can do, is I'm gonna search for the moving turtle again. Considering their magic recommendations, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a couple of them. So what I'm gonna do is search for moving turtles and scroll down to the search results. Then I'm gonna select the moving turtle. It's not because I want to duplicate it, but because I want to get the magic recommendations. You get me? Yes. So after doing that, I'm going to unselect the turtle. Then I'm gonna scroll back to the elements. So this is what you're gonna do. You're going to go back to your elements, and when you scroll down, you're going to see the magic recommendations. So there's where I'm going to get my moving sea creatures. Yes. So I'm gonna scroll up and pick a couple that I feel like I'm gonna add into my digital storybook. And till I find the one I want, I'm gonna scroll and scroll. Yes, so you're going to get the starfish, there's moving reefs, there's the water bubbles, there's the there's a couple of animals over there. So I'm gonna select a few, including the reefs that I want to add to my collection. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna resize them. Now you're going to do this for all the pages that you're going to include in your digital storybook. You're gonna repeat the same steps. You're gonna add a page, go to the elements, select swimming ocean background. You're gonna repeat the steps until you get a couple of pages that you need for your storybook. So I'm gonna do this in fast forward so that like we can get to the final part of this. So I was done with that part and I decided to create a cover page. I did that off the camera. Yes, I didn't record the process, but this is how it looks like. It's Able the Turtle Discoveries. So next you're going to go to the arrow up there. You're going to select it and it's going to give you the share link, download. You're going to select the download. Make sure the file type is in MP4 videos. Yes, don't download it in like a photo mode. You need it in MP4 so that it can be a whole video. And then you're gonna select it and download. This is how it looks while downloading. So for me, it took like about 10 minutes to download the whole thing. I don't know what the issue was, but yeah. So the next thing I'm gonna show you is the final product of it. While editing this final tutorial video, I decided that I'm gonna change a few things, and which is for the title of the last edit, the digital storybook, you can see the title was at the end. So I brought it towards the start. Yes. And this is how it is. You start with the title itself and then you go on to the video. And this was the final look of the digital storybook I created using Canva. And you also can do it all for free. You don't need Canva Pro for this. Yes. So this is a full tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also like and comment your views.